Mike and Brandon, we're having some fun, judging these movies one by one. Comedy, drama, and even some horrors. Our opinions are better than yours.
If you're recording and it wasn't. That's gonna be on 4K.
Yeah, that's gonna be
first episode, Mike. Come on.
Don't touch my cable, bro. Okay.
We were talking before.
We were talking about Sam Neill and some penis. Mike, need you adjust your microphone, fuck face? Why is that like 4 feet away from your face? You fucking dickhead. This is blown
Sorry,
out.
what?
Yeah,
this is blown
every
out
time
over
you
here,
gotta
too.
talk. Anyway,
Yeah. So like what
Can
I
I
was
make a
saying
point,
was,
please? Can I just say?
Okay, so welcome to the inaugural
starting already?
episode of Specrapular on video.
I don't even know this is my good side yet.
You're never gonna. There's not a good
it's
side
the
of
first
you.
episode. You'll figure it out.
The good side of you is not in frame, and
You know,
It's like you'll figure it out, but I'll let you know it's not that one.
yeah, it's
I
not
just
your
realized
left.
like this is like right in my face.
Well, then
That's what
aim
she
it lower. You aim low and point high.
That's all of these are. That's what she
That's
said.
why I also hold it like this because it's easier for me to move around and you can see my arms. Anyway,
Yeah, you should
so-
just hold it like that the whole episode.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah. Anyway, so what do
And
you think
so,
about
like,
Pearl?
hold on,
I
so-
thought.
Like so, and like
Yeah.
what?
You push.
Let me. What's that over there?
Yeah.
What's your cat doing?
Anyway,
Yeah, just
Wait, it's all like this.
you're blocking your face.
you know, that'd be like perfect.
That's perfect, right?
That'd be perfect if Jordan was in the episode because she fucking hated every moment of being an inside man.
Oh man, we'll have to see your faces
of us just looking.
caught. Like she's like, oh my god.
Yeah. Hey Jordan, if you're listening, which I know you're not. Thanks. So anyway, so this is technically our second video of Specrapular. Mike and I did a test episode, so if you're lucky to see that episode,
It'll be on his Patreon.
yeah, it's
That's
behind
what was in the nude.
it's behind a $50 paywall, and
That's the first tier.
Yeah, and that helps us. Mike, you can barely get it. There you go. You got
Shut
it.
the fuck up.
Okay. So this is the first episode of our new season of the Specrapular Spooktacular. And
Do we agree to that name?
well, we said at the final
Because I love it.
Spooktacular, yeah.
Yeah. Well, is it better the Specrapular Spooktacular or the Spooktacular Specrapular? I think it's the other way. The first.
Whichever one you can nail every time.
The Specrapular Spooktacular.
No, you said Spooktacular. No.
No, I did not. It's the very first one I said. It was okay.
The
Anyway, I was gonna say I heard it, and I didn't say it. I didn't say it. But anyway, so today we are reviewing the movie What, Mike?
Pearl.
And I want you to tell us a little bit about that.
Are we starting that already? Like we haven't even talked about.
Yeah, why don't you do the whole I am your host, Brandon, and
You
my
know what?
co-host, Mike.
I appreciate that, Megan. So
Every time I'm on the show, you guys skip that part.
you weren't. No,
We're
no.
just so excited to see you.
Can you hear it in our voice that we're
Just
We are
excited?
so
my face.
excited.
You and your cats, Megan.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
I'm so thrilled.
This is exciting news for us.
Welcome
to be
to
in.
the
This is so funny.
Specrapular
Spooktacular.
Spectacular.
I am one of your hosts, Brandon Aquino, but I'm joined by my best friend and confidant, Mike Vera. You know what I wanted to do was have you step in the frame. I completely fucking forgot. Like it was gonna just be Mike and I talking, and then the chair was just gonna be there, and then our guest Megan.
our cups just went.
The wind.
I just become the paranormal thing that's in this house.
Yeah, you hear the.
But
just
the
the hair.
poltergeist.
Rustle of curly hair.
Exactly.
Okay, Brandon was telling me, are we a little too mean? I feel like I was like,
It's never mean.
no.
It's always
I know
in
it's out
good-
of
I was
love.
telling
Yeah, it's out of
that's
love,
why I was
but-
asking Brandon, can you send me snippets? Because I want to highlight this on my IG story. And then say, look at these fuckers bullying me. Cyberbullying in the back.
Look at this toxic masculinity making fun of me. Don't they know I'm a queen? And,
Send us to Drew Afwalo. That'll show him up. Mm-hmm. You don't know who she is.
I do not. I thought you were
That's
thinking
a woman?
Yeah. I don't know who that person is. Who's that individual?
She's a TikToker who.
I don't like her.
Well, she probably already doesn't like you. So
That's fine. Yeah. I'm sure she wouldn't. Many
She just
women
runs up
probably
to
don't.
men and punches them in the nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has to get down and punch, as opposed to kicking, which would be more ideal. Probably.
Well, she has a method where it's punch down, kick up.
Oh, good. Not knee up.
Well, knee up.
Okay.
You know, I did the knee.
Okay, that's fair.
You know. Anyway, you totally.
Undercuts, like just punches down.
not this.
Just
She's swinging down. So she just hits head. Just hits only head.
vertical.
Yeah, no balls. No balls. So how are you guys? It's been
She
it's
calls
been
it
a
the
month.
hydraulic presser.
Oh God.
My God.
What
kind of videos are you watching?
This like both ways, like the knee and the fist.
That
It's
should
been
be a move.
It's
Anyway.
been a month.
Balls
since
just go.
they split.
Yeah, no, it's just a.
God, Megan. It's like when they use the hydraulic press with wax things and the wax just squirts
Yeah.
through. That's what your testicles do.
It's just jizz.
Yeah,
and
it's chiz and
Because
testicle.
sperm acts like wax in
Yeah.
your ball sack.
Uh-huh. You didn't know that, Megan?
This is spectacular, Specrapular.
Yeah, it's thick like wax too.
Yeah,
So
acts
like
like wax.
it's in a solid
And then
form
it
in our
melts when
balls.
there's fire.
Well, yeah, once you get warm and we ejaculate, that's when it liquefies. And
Because you're heating it up.
Yeah.
No.
it's that motion of friction that
Of the
causes
ocean.
it to.
And
Science.
it's like, it just like moves around like
Science.
the T1000 when he's melted.
Yeah, the little pellets moving around. Yeah,
Bill Nye, we need your input on this.
yeah, he's the science guy. I hear he's kind of a dickhead. Anyway,
What are we
We all
talking about?
become.
yeah. What about come?
Come
What'd you
again?
say? Okay. So we've been gone for about a month.
Yeah,
Just
I've learned a
about.
lot about myself.
Uh huh.
Nothing about Brandon.
No.
Because I do not care to know any more than
That's
I
fair
already
enough.
do.
That is fair enough.
I feel like I'm talking too softly, so I'm going to raise the volume of my voice.
You'd be a little more deep.
A little more deep.
Oh, I can go deep. I can go deep.
Well,
Yeah, baby.
But it's been all right.
Okay.
I mean, you're
You?
on Brandon's mind the whole time, but.
Oh
you know.
man,
Yeah.
and naked the whole time. It's
terrible idea.
Like so much hair. Like I just envision. Megan, I know you haven't been on the episode or the show in a while, but what have you been up to?
A lot.
Okay. Sick.
Where do I begin? Let me count the days.
Yes.
Stuff with my town. There's like I'm actually part of like this campaign that we're running to protect walk on Wilshire because city council is trying to remove it.
Okay.
And it's like this whole pedestrian.
Wilshire the street? Mm-hmm. Okay. Remove the street.
Not the farmers market, but they put it up like some blockades for like during the pandemic, so restaurants can like sit outside.
Yeah.
Right.
But they want to take that down, but they already spent money on it, so it's like why take it down? when
Wait,
you
that's in downtown, right? Okay. I think I've heard they put up like little things so you can't turn down that street,
Right.
right? I think I've seen shit like
Yeah.
that. Not that I cared because it's not.
they
in my
wanna
city.
do
It's
away
not your
with
city,
that?
so your vote doesn't matter. Yeah, they
Yeah.
want to remove that.
Okay.
So
And make
you
it
want-
just regular streets?
We want to keep it because it's another walking area.
Right.
And people just explore and discover these businesses that have been there for years. So it's profitable.
In that back area, that's where I went to continuation school, and that's where I got. That's where
So
I,
more reason to keep walking on Wilshire.
more reason to
Learn
keep
on
those kids in
Wilshire.
school.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun that you're doing outreach, sort of like not outreach, but like you're being a part of your community.
Making a
Yeah,
difference?
which
Yeah,
feels
hopefully,
weird. I was
yeah.
like, I was part of like the town hall like comments
Yeah.
part, and I was like, this is
Yeah, you in the
weird.
back with the hair. Yeah, go ahead and stand up to
No,
the
I
mic.
did
Is that a
Zoom-
lion back
Excuse
I
there?
me,
did a
you
Zoom call,
multiple
but they
people
still heard my hair.
standing
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's one person.
You three teenage youths
I'm
with the long hair. Oh my God, that's
I'm
one individual.
what's that character from Powerpuff Girls, Miss Bellum?
Oh, you don't even see the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Fuck.
then what else?
Excuse me, ma'am, in the Sideshow Bob costume. What do you have to say?
What else? Oh, I've seen a couple concerts. I saw Anderson .Paak.
Oh, that's cool.
And guess who
not-
fucking came out?
Bruno Mars.
No.
I was gonna say Mike.
Like
'cause-
totally out of pocket. Mike Button.
Yeah, Mike came out.
No, that's Joe Budden. Dr. Dre came out,
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Interesting.
and I was like front row.
Where did you see him?
Hollywood Bowl.
Fuck yeah.
Did he start dropping the hits from 2001 or what?
Yeah,
Bling,
As he
bling,
should.
bling,
and then I knew none of it, so I was like,
Really?
I was like, ba-da-da.
You don't know any of 2001?
I
That's
have
my favorite
auditory
album.
processing delay. I don't know any lyrics. I just listen
Okay.
to it as a instrument.
Do you have a favorite song
Really?
from 2001?
Huh?
Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite song from 2001? Mine's always "What's the Difference?"
Nah.
Because there's not a lot of Dre in that. Well, there is, but like it's you get Exhibit, you get M, and then you get Dre.
Right.
But of course, next episode is.
I'm gonna just go next episode. Yeah.
All right, that's solid.
Yeah.
You're wrong, but that's okay. So we are. I'm glad that you guys are well, and I don't know about healthy. I don't care too much about that. But Megan, I'm glad you're being a part of your community. That's very advantageous and awesome. Mike, why don't you go and tell us about the movie?
Start with the title, the synopsis.
Well,
and
I
what's
mean, you also didn't. So we're doing the Specrapular Spooktacular.
Yeah.
Spectacular,
This is very-
Spooktacular.
So we're doing 4 straight weeks.
4 straight weeks of spooky
Scary,
movies.
spooky.
Yeah, which Pearl wasn't scary, but we
It's
can
out
talk
there,
about
but
it.
we'll talk about it.
Yeah. So this episode is 1. The next episode, which we'll talk about later, but we already have that planned.
Next episode is 2. And
Yeah.
the one after that might be 3.
Yeah,
So you
who'd have
guys
thought?
pay attention.
Who'd have thought?
So we are doing Pearl by request, as I recall.
By our pal Ruby.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ruby.
From 2002. We'll synopsis here in
This is
19.
2022 is when
Yeah.
this came out.
What did I say?
2002.
I always do that.
Fucking
2022.
idiot. Just to hear this fucking guy, Megan. What a fucking
You're thinking of
loser.
Pearl
People can
Harbor.
see the embarrassment on my face.
Yeah.
All right. In 1918, a young woman on the brink of madness pursues stardom in a desperate attempt to escape the drudgery, isolation, and lovelessness of life on her parents' farm.
Okay.
Written by Ty West and the star Mia Goth as Pearl. Also starring David Corenswet as the
Good try.
projectionist.
Good try. He actually, I liked his hair a lot.
Okay, yeah.
Which is so.
We'll,
I mean, he
we'll
was
talk
good
about
looking.
it. Tandi Wright as Ruth, her Mima.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Sunderland as father.
Did she ever call her Mima?
No, I'm
No,
just
just
saying it was.
mom.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I'd say Z Mimo because she's German.
And then Mitzi, played by Emma Jenkins-Purro.
Okay.
Puro?
I added,
Like the Spanish?
Like people Kuro.
Okay. So this movie, you said it was directed by who? Ty West?
Ty West.
And written by them. Okay, so since this movie was a request, I don't want to talk too much shit.
You can.
Okay, good. Because
annihilated
I'm gonna start off.
Megan's request.
Oh yeah, Megan, that was shit. And that was our fucking
I do it
finale
again.
episode.
And I do it again.
I keep looking at the TV, but I feel I should look at the
You
camera.
address the
Yeah,
camera.
you just
Yeah,
the
alright.
little eyeball.
But I get it because you're going to be drawn to this because you can see yourself.
Yeah.
But,
Because we're all vain.
yeah, because we're so vain. But I hated this movie so much.
The whole thing?
Oh my god!
The whole time?
The whole time. Mia Goth did fabulous. Like her as a psychopathic fucking
So, okay. continue,
whatever.
continue.
She did so good. Her monologue at the end, that 7 straight minutes of the camera staying on her and she's just broken down, so good. But I just hated this movie so much. Hi, bud.
So what do you hate about it?
Well,
Mostly-
that's.
okay.
Oh, if I can
Yeah.
judge you.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can love a performance that's so central to the film itself and not like the film. I mean, I guess you can. I'm not gonna say you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's her.
It's her. Yeah.
If
Are
she
you-
doesn't work, the movie doesn't work.
Right.
Is it because
So,
you're
but you think she works, but
Sorry.
none of the movie. You
Yeah.
don't like any of the movie.
I yes, 100%.
Okay. Cool.
Like again, she did great. It was uncomfortable watching her at some scenes.
Yeah.
Like the part where
That's the
I officially
point.
I know. The part where I officially wrote that I'm uncomfortable was when she was dancing with the scarecrow. Even before she fucked it, I knew she was gonna fuck it. Like there's no way.
Yeah.
But like once she started dancing with it, I was like, I don't feel right. Something's not right here.
Yeah,
And-
the way she was kissing that scarecrow was like.
You mean 5 seconds into the movie when she's fucking the music's going and the weird ass opening. title
Oh, yeah.
cards
Yeah.
Didn't tell you that something's wrong with this
I
movie?
knew something was up, but at the same time, it's still more or less that like
You didn't like when the freeze framed on the goose being eaten by the alligator and then Pearl.
even her smiling at the end and like the tears. I don't know if any
Yeah, I was
any like
wondering
snot came out of her mouth.
what
or
the
nose.
approach around that was. Because I was like, that's kind of funny. I'm pretty sure behind the camera, keep it up, keep it up,
Yeah,
like, keep it up.
Like they're telling her shit.
But what was the punchline, I guess? Is it like, oh, it's because of that ending frame and they're trying to do like Police Squad, but just keep it for 7 minutes straight?
Or even like Looney Tunes, where the circle comes in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, and she's straight up a Looney Tune. Like, she's nuts.
True.
So, I mean, my first note here is that Mia Goth, an asshole, because I've heard many things about her, like that she's just kind of a shitty person. Like, just like, do you know who I am?
Oh, you
sort of
mean in
thing.
real life?
Yeah. Like, just kind of.
I'm a star. Like
Yeah,
she's
like
really honing
touting
that
who
in.
she is. Yeah.
Damn.
again, I obviously I don't know this individual. From what I've read in interviews and stuff that she's done, she seems cool.
Yeah, but like, I mean, if we stop watching movies because someone's an asshole,
I know, I completely understand, and it's a great argument because you look at someone like Kevin Spacey.
I'm petting the cat right now.
who's a
You
piece of
cannot.
shit. Only I can dance. You said that.
Everyone gets a turn.
Megs, what are your thoughts in general, overall?
I enjoyed it. I accepted for what it was. It was very
Shitty, campy.
yeah,
Very
just-
campy.
It was very all over. I think. Well, I also was hearing before people didn't like it, so there's also kind of that in mind. And then also when I was opening up Netflix, of course uses that scarecrow scene as a trailer clip, so that was already running. So that already introduced me into the film, already being aware that it was going to be all over the place.
Want to hear some
What are your thoughts, Callie? Oh, very riveting. Yeah.
Yeah, riveting.
Yeah.
I don't use that word enough.
Very robust.
That's a good word to hear. Robust.
Yeah.
That makes me think of Veep.
Yes, it's from
okay,
Veep,
good.
yeah.
Veep. I thought we were not using robust.
Yeah. Damn it. Robust has already been used.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
So Mike, what did you think about it?
I am almost in the middle,
Okay.
but I love disagreeing with Brandon.
So you're bi Pearl.
But I'm semi-pro Pearl. No, the very beginning,
Like as in like pro life? Sort
like,
of?
yeah, pro.
Okay, I got you. I
but
got you.
like, yeah.
Did
like
you
it.
find it
It's
a
a
Pearl
gold-
Jam?
Megan, get the fuck out.
Fuck out of here.
Get out of your house.
No. So the
came.
beginning really bothered me. The
Like the killing of the goose? Or
No.
what?
Poor
The
Yeah.
the
He's just coming in trying to say hi and she's
Yeah.
like, nope. Yeah.
the feel, the vibes, bro. The music, which I love the music, but it was like so on. Maybe it was like too on point.
Okay.
And then those title cards, like it just seemed like so like hipstery bullshit. Like, ooh, look how clever we are.
It looked too sharp even. Like it was such good quality and it just that threw me off a little bit too for the camp of it. Like it just
I think that's supposed to throw you to see what is the movie where everything is
everywhere all at once.
yeah, it's the horror movie, but it's in daylight, so it's creepy.
Oh, it's Midsummer.
Exactly. Actually, this reminds me of Midsommar in a couple different ways, but it's so bright yet so disturbing.
It's very saturated.
So it makes it saturated, and it makes it more disturbing to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, kind
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see like I don't know if I was just like I'm pretty sure I was hyper like detailed or just focusing on things that maybe weren't intentional, but there were camera shots that felt like they were intentionally like back in the olden days.
Yeah.
And then but the next shot would literally be like now we're going into like
Modern.
uneasiness.
Oh, okay.
You know, like the camera is like very lateral when she's in the barn, but then when she turns to the goose, it's like we know what's gonna happen
Yeah.
to the goose. Like there's no really.
It's from below and it's menacing.
Yeah, like it's like the way because you always figure that's gonna be within a scene that shots will be within their like theme, but this was in the scene where shots were traditional, shots were menacing. It was just very. There was no point where we were thinking, was that a intentional moment of having this wide setup as theatrical and then this scene as very jarring and then also I don't know if you picked that up, but the music felt very much like Days of Heaven.
Yeah.
Native
Okay.
American.
What is that? What is that? What is that?
That's why you wanted to sit in the middle. What?
Tell me. Who?
For Ennio Morricone?
Oh, the music. Oh, did he do the music? I didn't know.
No.
he did this.
But I feel like that vibe is very heavily influenced.
Okay, gotcha.
Very like strings,
Yeah.
kind of drawing through the movie. Very like what do they say like on the wall music or whatever.
Yeah. It's like in your face and it's boom.
Yeah.
But so like I hated it at the
Pull me
very
out of here.
What are we talking about? Yeah.
So I mean, if you listen to Days
But I
of
kinda make-
Heaven,
yeah, 'cause-
it's
okay,
like
yeah.
na, 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 and it's very
like the
it's very
farminess.
romantic.
Yeah.
But not that heart romantic. It's just I don't know how else to put it. Like if you hear Ennio Morricone's music, that I feel like it's
a
heavily
Morricone,
influenced.
but okay.
Morricone. We're gonna cut that, right?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
it's the colors, it's the music,
Yeah.
like it's like almost overwhelming to look at and hear and listen
Mm-hmm.
to. But it's supposed to and then it's insane.
Yeah.
So like it kind of
In the membrane.
It's off kilter. Yeah.
It's so
Got no brain.
Yeah.
But like I said, like at the very beginning with the title cards and then like the pause with the alligator, I was like, damn you, Ruth. Like, how dare you?
Ruth.
Dude, was that goose entrance real? Like when it kind of because it was perfectly in the middle of that fucking barn
It was
door.
still.
Yeah, and I wrote it like it was perfectly in the middle. I didn't put still, but that is a valid point.
Like,
and
it didn't like bop the head. Like,
Right.
where am I going next?
And this took place during World War One.
Yes.
Yeah.
1918. Yeah.
Was this also funded by like Big Mask or anything like that, or like because this was
So
shot
it's the
during
Spanish
COVID?
flu.
Right.
Yeah.
But like they even had the few remarks where it's like, oh, you never tell with people wearing those masks and like where they.
Well, I mean,
it
it
was
came
the
out in
same.
2022.
Correct, but it was filmed during COVID for sure.
Right.
But this was filmed. This was technically number 2. It was X and then
Okay.
Pearl and then Maxine.
Yeah.
Why do I want to say it like that?
I don't know.
Jolene, maybe.
Maxine. Damn it!
Um,
We should have that one because that's the song good as sang at the end.
Yeah. Is that?
Well,
is that
keep
Dolly?
that in mind. Put a pin on it.
Huh? Dolly?
Yes.
Yeah. Jolene.
No, it's Beyonce, bro.
She didn't get
Yeah.
nominated. Tough.
Beyonce
Hey,
was-
hey, it's okay. It's the cable. I know you're right.
Yeah.
Man, he's playing with the cable. It's okay.
I hate that song so much. Not the original.
I
the
didn't
Beyonce
like any
version,
of the
but it's fine.
Beyonce fucking country album.
Neither did I.
Yeah,
But
it was-
that's a whole.
it
That's
was
a whole. That's
absolute
another
garbage.
podcast for another. What is happening?
He doesn't like the cable. It's okay. Like he's
He thinks it's like.
a snake.
Yeah.
Stupid
Yeah.
cat.
Well, cats are dumb.
Wait, what?
We've established that.
What was I doing again?
What?
Should put over his head so he thought he died.
So he thought he became a burrito.
Yeah.
So okay, let's go over these notes here. That
A burrito.
so she dressed in front of her dad, right?
Yeah.
Like
Again, adds to the off-kilter disturbingness.
Very-
right? Like she's a fucking psycho.
But you think his eye, when he realizes that she's insane and starts freaking out with just the eye, you think he would, notice his, her being naked in front of him, like
Yeah.
his eyes would be the same too. That's just me.
Oh yeah, he's
I was like,
he's,
this is just Tuesday.
or he's not looking and he's like, looking
Yeah,
at it
I was
like,
like-
hey, because she's supposed to be what 22 max in this movie, 25, give or take.
I mean, it's 1918. She may have been married when she was 16 years old. How do
That's
we
right.
know?
Well, she's real life 30 years old.
Okay.
So she's younger than all of us, and I guess you can say marginally more successful. And I just didn't like this movie.
Okay,
Yeah,
wait.
well-
I want to say something that you mentioned about the dad.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think someone is a better actor when they're playing someone who's still?
So you're talking like
Like they have no lines. They have
No
they can
lines.
do their facial expressions.
Yeah, and they have to act so like a vegetable.
I mean, this was made or set in 1918, so it's this.
But I'm saying the
during
talent,
the time of
talent of an
silent
actor.
films.
That's
like
true.
this is kind of what they
That-
would
that's
have had to
true.
do.
Yeah.
But if you think of like movies like Diving Bound the Butterfly, where someone just has to be still all the time, and it's all facial stuff and or
Yeah,
eyes
but even
and-
like when he's being fed the medicine and the food, like
or the who's the drug dealer in Breaking Bad?
Aaron Paul.
Salamanca?
Beaver.
Wait. Gus. You're sorry.
No,
what is
Oh,
his
the
name?
bad
thinking
guy.
of the
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. The Salamanca.
that's
yeah.
true.
That's Wait, did you watch?
No, I did not.
Okay.
You
Watch
know
the
what I'm
first
talking
episode.
about?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
So good though.
I know.
I still haven't finished that last episode because I don't want it to end. But
That's a real thing. You don't want like I haven't finished the last season of Broad City because I don't want it to end
how am I? I'm sorry. That's the best quote that I have from that show.
from the last season.
No, but the little kid's like, "How are you?" She's like, "How am I?"
Oh.
And it's just some fucking little kid. It's not Abby. It's
Ilana,
Yeah. you
She's
go.
the one. She was the.
the curly hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like her in the Clear. We all fam.
Well, Abby, I like. I think Abby's career is a little better. She's done voice acting and stuff like that. Well,
Yeah, I've seen her in.
No,
what's
wait,
that?
who was the one in, A League of Their Own?
Disenchanted?
that was Abby. Yeah, that was canceled. I think. Huh?
See that
Wow,
one
Mike.
show,
Yeah.
Disenchantment?
Yeah, I loved it. Loved
Yeah.
everything about it. It was super silly. It was Matt Groening and stuff.
I don't
So
think
silly.
I finished the last season.
I still don't think I did either. But it's
Yeah.
really good. You didn't see
it
Disenchanted. They stopped it. It was 3 seasons. That's all it was.
Bummer.
But I enjoyed it. So let's go over more of this bullshit. So
Damn.
But no, to get back to your
Tell us how you really feel.
question, when isn't the like single tier like super effective?
Yeah.
Right?
'Cause-
well, I mean, wasn't there Native American propaganda where like with the litter?
But I was thinking like Denzel and Glory, like just
Like-
the single tier going.
are you talking
down.
about the guy or the dad or Pearl? Because she was
Well,
like,
hers too. But I think it's just.
but his was
tiering
very
more
like,
tiers.
I am stuck with this psycho
Yeah.
of a daughter. And
But if
After
the
she kills
mom
the
knew that
mom,
she
too.
had
Yeah.
there's a darkness in her. Wouldn't the dad have known that as well?
But we don't know how long he's been in the chair.
And we don't know
too.
if he became this way before she started showing signs or after.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where she was probably like killing little critters when
Well,
she
that's
was
what she
young.
said, right? Like she was like, I was killing like fucking squirrels and stuff, and
That's
then
what
she
she
starts killing people. Hey,
But
Hear that, cat?
yeah, just swing it by the tail.
you,
Just tell me which one's your least favorite, and we'll go for it.
Totoro, sorry to go. Did they build that town? The town looked like it was built. Because they didn't go into anything really, technically, and then once they would go
probably.
inside the
Well,
theater, they could just be shot that anywhere.
if we decide to watch Barbarian, that's what they did in the set of Barbarian. And that's all I'm going to say because you guys haven't seen it yet. So.
I've not.
I have seen it.
Oh,
But
I
you know what
haven't
I'm talking
seen it.
about, right? Yeah.
I can't. I
They
want long
built
legs.
that whole.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's probably cheaper.
No shit.
It's probably cheaper for them to do that than find
Yeah.
a town and like pay for permits and all that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, because you only have to put up like the exterior stuff. And,
And they're all, single home, like single houses. So
Yeah.
it was just very one and done.
If I know anything, it is that morphine will solve all my problems.
Yes.
She was even chugging.
Did she
a-
take a fucking...
She took a
full
swig.
swig?
Man. She took a little swig. The projectionist is going to be the new Superman. If you weren't aware of that,
I was going to say, this
you
is my
didn't-
note. This is
if you
literally my
didn't
note.
notice
I'm okay with that.
Projector Man. Too handsome?
that's the thing.
What's going on
That
here?
mustache was very fitting of him.
It
and
was
and
the
haircut-
right amount of handsome.
Yeah.
And the haircut, like it was perfectly.
Was he
done.
burly
Because
too?
I mean, the
don't
cuff
think so.
shirt, the
Under the shirt? I don't
suspenders,
think so.
the hands in the pockets
All
with
right,
the thumb
keep
sticking
it in
out.
the
Megan,
pants,
put your
Megan.
fucking
Jesus
vagina
That's
away.
so
Jesus
hard.
Christ. Oh. Your lips just hardened. Oh, God. How could the film cell end up all the way in that corn? Like when it flew out of her pocket? How did she
That's
know?
why,
Why
that's
is she
why I put
running
that
in
too.
How did she notice?
It flew off, so she beelined into the
Yeah.
cornfield.
Not my cell. And she's like, not even looking. She's just like,
Yeah.
like fucking
Yeah,
the signs
just
moving.
I better
run for
look-
5 seconds.
I better look knee deep into this cornfield.
She
Yeah.
was like, I need to go fuck something. And she
Yeah.
was like, I'm going to go find some corn. Oh, wait, a scarecrow.
Yeah.
And let me fucking
The
dry hump
scariest,
this thing.
humaniest face
Yeah.
of a scarecrow I've ever
put
seen.
that
I was
in there.
hoping
She
he was gonna open its eyes.
Why did the scarecrow have to have a
Eye
nose
sockets?
with nostrils?
Okay.
Yeah.
It had eye sockets too, though.
The eye sockets too, and then the a gape
Yeah.
mouth.
I
Yeah.
did appreciate the tongue that she was giving it.
Oh, fucking.
Fuck yeah.
She goes for it. And when she gets a roll, she fucking goes horde. Let's
That was
see.
very funny.
She was as hard
Yeah.
as she was as hard as Megan is for new Superman.
Let's see here. This movie makes me uncomfortable. So it's the scarecrow part. I was half expecting the eyes to open up when she climaxed.
100%.
The mom ain't wrong is what I wrote.
I put that. I was like, that is an immigration generational trauma mom.
Yeah.
if I've ever
Yeah.
seen one.
For sure. And you do feel bad for the mom too. Like, she
Yeah.
said, she's like, I wanted a husband and I'm the fucking caretaker.
so
like, I'm the
true.
mom.
Yeah.
And you get
I mean, just great performances all around.
Yeah.
yeah, the dad.
What's your problem,
phenomenal.
Brandon?
But-
it's the great performances don't outweigh the bullshit movie that it was.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby, I fucking hated this movie so much. Like, thank you for listening though. by
I
the
love
way.
that he
Do
hated
you hate it more than
Oh,
they
God,
came
I know
together?
you.
You hating
no.
it makes me mildly like it more. So.
Same.
I think I like this
Maybe
movie
that's how I
better
feel
than-
when they came together.
They
that
came
I
together,
hate it.
like
I
the-
love it so much that you guys need to hate it.
I liked this movie better than They Came Together. And They Came Together has good actors that I love. Like,
Oh no, I flat out hate that movie. Yeah.
well, there you go. We need to do Kung Pao at
What
some
if
point. We need to
I
get Kung
had
Pao at some
prefaced that it
What's
was
comedy month?
yeah.
I don't think there's such thing.
Let's start it.
I like that joke a lot, Megan, and I'm keeping that in. No, I can do that. Let's see. I like that she walks in on her mom crying and just dips out. She's like, oh, "What's wrong,
Right.
mom? Oh, you're crying? Ugh," and goes like right
Like,
to bed.
ooh.
Yeah, it makes me think of in Futurama when Kif is crying and then Zap comes in. He's like, "Kif, I got to Oh, you're crying like a woman," and then he. And then he's like, I talked to some of my weaker soldiers. You could tell me what's going on. Let's rap. Anyway, Megan, what kind of notes do you have?
I also, so besides the creepy scarecrow and then the frame going into the cornfield, I put down like there's a noticed dramatic showing of weapons, like the pitchfork.
Yeah.
Why did
Axe?
the projectionists have to have big ass scissors? Those were comically big,
They're like shears.
like shears
Yeah.
for cutting out a single cell.
Let me get that for you.
Yeah, shrink, and even like the sound effects. For
Well, I
the
mean, it's
mom-
not just the size.
He does circumcisions
like,
on
I've-
the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just pulls
With
out
a
the
shear?
skins.
That's
he just
full-on
cuts it right off,
castration.
Yeah,
The
just puts some ice on
I've
it.
never cut film stock. Like maybe it's hard to get through with little baby scissors. You need strong.
I use the Crayola
Strong.
ones
It's
that have the
muscular.
because it's
designs in them.
plasticky, right? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not going to notice a single cell. I watch my eye like that 23 frames. And instead of the 24, like I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
What else, Megan?
I also put. So I guess I was still trying to figure out the reason why Pearl has the Southern accent. I get that they're in America, but how is
Texas.
it that
Texas.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, why is there an alligator in
Potato-
Texas? But
Well, there's the German.
but
They
also-
immigrated here, is what my understanding.
But how fresh, I guess, did they immigrate for Ruth to still have?
Her. That's the
Swartz-
thing. So my
Arnold
grandma.
And
still
how
has
do they
his
do it?
accent.
My grandma's been
Yeah.
in the United States since late 70s, give or take. She still has a thick British accent.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Brandon, don't say what. Say
That's rubbish.
Brandon.
Bollocks.
Yeah. Get in the fucking loo. I was going to say the
What's
trunk.
wrong with it?
What do they call the trunk? The
boot?
The boot. Okay.
boot.
They're going to take the lift, you know?
Yeah,
Like
you
it's
need
not an
lift.
elevator.
Call her on a mobile.
Do shut up. Like, they have their shit.
Let me open the garage.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't say garage. Yeah. I know
Oh,
that.
you mean aluminium?
Yeah, I was going to say, I know.
Guys, you just saw me and Megan
my
become best
God.
friends.
Wait,
Fuck
we-
you, Brandon.
We weren't besties.
You can be
before?
friends. Just, you know.
Fuck you.
What are you doing? You
Just
gonna lay a
kidding.
mic? Oh,
She's
you're
a-
not.
she's a lap kitty.
She's not. Come over, lay over here. I'm warm.
None of those white ass legs.
Yeah, they're white,
Those-
and my boxers are coming up from
Did you
underneath
not
them.
tan this
Yeah,
summer?
you know you're
I
being
know. Of course I
filmed,
did.
right?
Of course I did.
You are gradients.
It's okay. She can't quite decide what she
These
wants
cats
to
are
do.
a menace.
No, she's like, do I? Should I? I will.
Well, this leg's
think
pretty
about it.
weak.
Yeah.
She's like sliding.
You can feel the tendons snapping underneath her feet.
You mean the
Yeah.
talons?
Anyway, Mike, what
No,
notes?
my
do you-
tendons.
Oh,
What, Mike? What kind of notes do you have? I swear
Oh,
to God,
hold
she
on.
steps on the recorder.
you're like, hurry up. So yeah, she stops the recording.
I know.
You can just yeah. She just wants to.
Hated the beginning, like I said, Projector Man.
Yeah.
Close-up violence. Thoughts?
When she was cutting the body and shit.
Yeah.
That was
because
pretty
we
gnarly.
mentioned Midsommar earlier, and Midsommar
Right.
has like face smashing up close. Again, it's like the bright daylight makes it that
Yeah.
much more insane.
So I wasn't expecting that stuff.
Right.
So when she cuts off the head, I was like, oh. And
I think you're right because you expect like for a horror movie to have the shot of like the axe going in. That would be the gory shot.
like she did with the
Yeah.
pitchfork and the
or like
projectionist.
yeah, exactly. Or the
Like I noticed
yeah,
all of
100%
the
like that.
all the ones. Well, except for the pitchfork going into the projectionist. Everyone else doesn't get their doesn't show a shot of them getting like slashed with the axe or
Correct.
yeah.
I mean, he shits her with the axe, but it's from the front, so you can't see.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, but yeah, I don't know if it was necessary to show like close-up shots and a montage of her chopping up Mitzi,
Yeah. I don't think it was necessary either, but I mean, it makes for good film.
but yeah, I guess I'm always curious how like those kind of prosthetics are created to where it's like they cut and it's a cross section
Yeah.
of the flesh and bone and veins and all that stuff.
Very
It's-
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh man, now I forgot what I was gonna say. Brandon, hit it.
I love that. Oh, sorry. I also love that. Was it Theta is like just a dumpster of like all of her evidence being eaten up.
Oh yeah, like he
Theta.
eats the projectionist. Was about to eat the dad before the
Mm-hmm.
mom intervened. That pig with all the maggots on it and stuff like that. That was a bummer.
Yeah.
Seeing that. And let's see what notes do I have. So her dad's eyes widen. So the whole time I was like, wait, did it the whole time? I didn't know if he was really moving his eyes and stuff like that. But then that's when the mom first died or was killed. Well, she wasn't really dead at first, right? She
No,
was still
she was-
alive.
She's burned.
Yeah, she was still alive down there.
Yeah, it was so fucked up when you see her clawing her way up the stairs and she
Yeah.
just dies midway. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, she's like, no, mom, let's snuggle. And
Let me
it's very wholesome. So they filmed this during COVID, right? So then I put big masks, as in like big pharma. Okay. Let's see. That freak out in the barn. God damn. Like when she's like, what did I do?
Yeah.
Like,
Tell me what I did.
yeah, like that. I mean, that was great.
It reminds me of Hitch when he's like outside. He's going, "Tell me what I did. Tell me what I'm doing wrong." The dude's
Yeah.
like, "Bro, you're doing it right now."
I've actually never seen Hitch.
Me neither.
Yeah.
You're
I
alone
like
on-
Will
you're alone on
Smith.
this one.
I do. I like an Ava Longoria. Fuck. But I just never saw it. I've seen enough clips when we worked at Blockbuster, like because they showed that during the trailer thingy, and he was getting on the
The
thing.
pen going into
when he has the allergic reaction. Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, come on!" Like he's looking in the camera or whatever. Yeah, it's good stuff. That was like prime Will Smith still.
Yeah.
Like at his peak. Let's see here. But
Before or
that
after iRobot?
I think that was
it's
after. I like iRobot. iRobot was
I
fine.
liked iRobot too.
Yeah, Shia
I was
LaBeouf.
wondering if like iRobot
See, that
was
one
like
I've never seen.
the last movie. Well, actually, besides Pursuit of Happiness, if that, yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
Okay.
Okay,
I
a
saw
small
Arthur,
iRobot
or
question
Richard. Is
then.
it Richard?
King
Something?
Richard.
King. I saw that. It was fine.
Does he have a bionic arm?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because like he reaches into the machine and it's like,
Yeah, that's
did
right. I
his
forgot about that.
Arm
Yeah.
explode or something?
Yeah, there's a part where he's fighting a robot and he like blocks. And he's
Yeah.
like, "That's right, motherfucker! Didn't know I had that." And he like I think it's his left arm though, because it looks awkward when he's like punching and shit. I think.
And his robot dick goes.
Yeah. But what about this? I don't know. I did the $6 Million Man. Let's see here. That was before our time, so I don't know how we didn't fucking know that.
We're fucking learned.
Watching I am so smart. Watching the dance number, it made me think of Napoleon Dynamite.
Yes.
And even though it was great, I liked it visually. Like I like that she's just fucking psycho.
Yeah.
And then the fact that they're like, nah, it's all right. Like, but even then, her freak
Next.
out, her freak out. Even then, like, please, I'm a star. And she's like crying. I was like,
It's a shame you guys aren't on TikTok because that sound
that's a shame.
bite.
It is a shame.
Shut up. That soundbite like became viral, like becoming like.
Oh, the I'm a star-ness? Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Imagine how many actual freakouts that have happened like
Oh
that.
man. Imagine how many times she had to do a take. Hopefully, she only do like one take a day of that scene or something. Because
Like I kept seeing her veins popping out. I'm like, damn. She
Yeah.
needs to.
She went horde.
Yeah,
thinner.
and she probably had to do it like dehydrated too, so you get those veins real popping. Or she did a couple
pumps, yeah.
Yeah, she did a couple push-ups real quick.
Yeah,
Get those
just can
veins-
you squeeze your wrist with this ball really quick?
Yeah.
Just like
Can you just grip this for a little bit, Mia? Say less, Ty.
It's just her and Hugh Jackman just sitting in sauna
okay,
suits. Like,
Ty.
we're doing this shit
And he
together.
has the steroids. Like let's fucking go.
Oh, okay. Side note: has anyone seen Jackpot with John Cena and Aquafina?
Yes.
Ooh, that sounds
Okay,
like
doesn't
not
it,
a
like-
good
I
time.
Man,
love John Cena.
Steroids.
Aquafina's okay.
Steroids loosen the skin up because John Cena looked a little saggy.
That's okay. I'm okay
Which is
with that.
fine.
No, I
okay
think
with
that's him losing his mass.
He is losing
Okay.
mass too.
So-
like
I
look
just
at
feel
look
like
at Dave Bautista.
Bautista, yeah.
Like he looks gaunt right now because we're so
Yeah.
used to seeing him so like bulky. But he's like
Okay.
it's,
So
he's
I
like
thought
this
I thought the
unattainable.
steroids being like, all right, we're done here. We're gonna take all away this mass and
Like he's getting smaller. Like you look at him like 5 years ago when he was still big and swole. Like oh my god. But like yeah, now he's about,
he's wearing regular size shorts now, but they're just
wearing,
baggy on
like,
him
thick
normal.
glasses
those
and
shorts that he wears.
he's wearing thick glasses and he has that salt and pepper scruff. I'm like, Grandpa.
Yeah, I love me some Cena. Like he's just such a wholesome dude. Mike, I don't know, I don't get it. Like yeah, I don't know. Why you're such
When
a
they
hater.
find his German immigrant mom in his basement, half body burnt and dead, crawling upstairs, you're gonna owe me an apology.
That's fine. I'll take it. Let's see here. I said this movie sucks. Well, that was.
Well, does it suck so bad as you would not want to watch the other ones?
Like
now?
what? At
oh,
what
I
point?
actually will not watch the other ones.
At what moment do you like, oh, this movie is gonna suck? Or was
I
it
would-
like a?
I would say within the first 5. Like I was like,
But
yeah,
see,
it's
my
not-
mind changed.
That's fine. You can change your opinion on things. Like there's nothing wrong in that. Like it's just that right now, if I were with this movie so fresh in my head, I wouldn't. Like out of respect for watching that one, I probably would watch X and Maxine. Although I heard Maxine was the worst out of all of them.
Awesome.
Really?
Yeah. But at the
Well,
same
it's the third one, right?
right.
I
mean, well, you got to
for the
think
fun
of
of it. I'd want to just.
I'm
finish
just
the-
curious to know if it's like if there's a through line, like timeline wise, like it's someone's, if she's like an immortal creature that just keeps changing
Well,
through time periods.
I would
I
have
don't
to
think
understand
so.
the universe if
I don't
it's
think
a
she's the same
universe
character.
or if it's her if it's her saga.
Yeah.
You know
or
what I mean?
if she's just starring it in
I don't
Yeah.
think she
just
is.
her.
Yeah, I think it's just she's starting because like Maxine takes place in the 80s, I think, and so there's no
Okay.
fucking way she could be alive. Like
Yeah,
that.
and like X is
Right.
in like they're making like a 70s movie.
But I'm
horror
also
movie.
curious
Yeah,
if
right?
Ty
Yeah.
West continues that kind of theme of the way films were at the time.
Okay.
And the jarringness of it.
I think that your cat's like a little rough.
Yeah, she likes being pet like a dog. She likes belly rubs, and yeah, she loves.
She give me a little
loves
lick
it.
right there.
Yeah.
With her fucking sad
She'll
paper towel.
exfoliate.
I know.
She'll
I'm
exfoliate your
bleeding.
skin.
My
Yeah.
hand is bleeding. I have to get a tetanus shot now.
The other notes I put were practical lighting. Oh, I put at one point she fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh,
she
yeah.
fucked up.
Well, do you recall what that fuck up was? Was it killing the cousin?
I
was
think.
it killing?
You know, it was during the part
The
where
goose.
she took.
Verse 5. Oh, yeah.
I think just like overall, but there was one. Okay, there's also a part where I thought that the husband that was coming home waving, I thought that was the mailman. Like, hello.
Oh,
But
Megan.
I know.
Hey, Miss Purro, how you doing today?
Like just a
got
very
your
like
milk.
robotic wave. It was a little messy, but
Yeah,
but
I do
the
wanna
part where
see
she
what-
like squeezes the alligator, like what? And then the cow looks at her, is like, I want to do that. It's like fine, and then she squeezes the alligator egg, and then husband blows up too. I'm like, damn.
That husband blowing up part was pretty gnarly.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
did you
when
guys
that
think the
popped.
husband died before, or he was alive the whole time?
I think he's alive.
No, like before the reveal.
I thought he was alive.
I thought he was alive.
I figured he'd be
Yeah.
alive.
Either that, or you were going to see his corpse in the corner of the room in the basement. Like,
Yeah.
just-
Right, like fucking
His
Psycho.
dick's all rigor mortis. So she's
Yeah.
fucking it like on the side.
Yeah.
Just like Scream or not Scream, scary movie where it's like
yeah.
When he comes.
petrified. Yeah, yeah.
in Scream 2.
Yeah.
I recently talked about that.
Bitch wet on my floor.
Like, oh my god, all that fucking cum. I really like the scary movies. Those are super silly.
I'm down to watch that. Oh wait, I think I put something similar to that on here. Oh no, that was for Saw. I'll put that later. But what else? What else did I put? I put dramatic fire burning of mom. Like I always like when there's like a little flame.
She got engulfed
and it was.
quick. It's like those old clothes are made out of like polyester and
Whatever's
No.
in-
they weren't.
That
I
doesn't
know-
exist
I
yet.
know it
It has to
doesn't,
be
but
cotton.
Like
she got
linen.
lit the fuck up. Like
Yeah.
cotton wouldn't light up that quick.
No.
Like-
that's what I'm saying. Like she
She had a lithium battery inside of her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
burning.
Generally
And
would
she-
not be allowed on a plane.
and she used Downy, not Downy. She used fabric softener in her clothes.
Yeah.
like way too much. And
She uses it as a lubricant for her skin.
yeah,
Ooh,
to help with her oily skin, she uses kerosene, and so that she.
Kerosene, yeah.
But like she pushed her back and she got lit for a
Castor
second.
oil all over. Her.
Yeah, she got lit for a second, and then when Pearl steps back, and then they do the cutaway to the mom, I'm like, she's engulfed.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then she throws boiling hot water on her.
Yeah, which I was like,
It's still water. I know her intention
She's
is.
like, it's wet, ain't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? But like, so
but
that,
did you die?
I know. But did you die?
You're alive, and I don't hear a thank you.
Yeah.
But it's-
why?
But it's also like, so I get the logic of that. It's just water. But you would think too, if that's boiling hot water and she grabbed
Yeah.
that raw dog, her hands got to be burnt lit,
Yeah.
too. Like no way.
Yeah.
Like there's no wood on those handles. Like back in those days, they're like fucking like their hands got to be so
cast iron, yeah.
calloused. Yeah, like they're picking it up so much.
And with that, her being a psychopath, you're impervious to anything.
Yeah, but she just threw that on. So the mom not only gets burnt, but she gets burnt,
Burnt.
and then she gets boiled.
Like her
And-
hair is like all of a sudden just frayed. And
Yeah, well, the one side, like it's
Yeah.
like Two-Face, like Aaron Eckhart. Like
I
just
did
the one-
like at the audition all of the people that she killed were the judges.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was
I
fun.
did like that.
But I did like the mom talking of it too. Like
Yeah.
you lost to get that. Well, she didn't say that, but if you die, you die. I don't know what the fuck.
Are
she
you going
said.
Russian? She was German.
I either way.
You, what'd
I
you
was,
say?
I was doing my Dolph Lundgren, and then I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
I also put while she was airing out all that laundry to the sister-in-law, I was thinking, ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
Yeah, right. I like that she's at a drive.
I was assuming the next shot of her would just be just like slowly back.
Like,
away.
not
an
even
empty
there
chair.
anymore. She's just like
an empty chair.
Yeah.
and the chair's spinning because she ran away so quick. Like it's
Yeah.
comical.
I mean, we
Yeah,
got
it's a
real
rolling
like
chair.
Fargo vibes of her like walking away and like what's his face coming out.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So was I the one that was pretty anxious with the projectionist and Mitzi me like, get the fuck out of there,
Yeah.
go, just
Oh, yeah.
go.
Way too much
Which,
time just lollygagging.
Like I don't think I've ever really felt that like
fucking
that it's,
cranking
like,
his fucking car to go. Like,
Yeah, I don't think I felt this like
24 more
cathartic.
cranks and we
Like,
got this going.
like I don't
Like,
think I
get a
felt so
vault.
cathartic.
Yeah.
Like,
Put it
get
in
the fuck
H.
out of there. Yeah. She's like a fucking one of those like wind up cars. Like
yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's the crank of it.
It's like, they did like a switcheroo too, right? Because it came around one side, you thought you were going to see her, and then it came around the other way. And then
Well, we
that's where she
thought
was.
like, oh,
Yeah.
because she was so far away from the background that maybe she didn't show up
Yeah.
to the other side, but then she shows up with like,
Which wouldn't make sense if you think about it. Because
Like, she would have to
if he's
run.
sitting right here, right, he's like, let me put
Like,
this
he-
in gear.
even the way he
So-
was starting the car was like,
But she was right here. She was to his left, like in front of
But
him.
he
So-
didn't rush trying to get out.
But
of
then
it.
you think like someone is freaky and weird, not that they're a murderous.
I mean, I know
maniac.
some freaky bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
but like,
yeah.
I don't know one that's gonna
Ain't
pitchfork
only,
me in the
bruh.
shit.
She-
I mean, that kind of free where they're like
Stabby.
I had sex with you once, and now you're my husband.
That was a little
Aren't you
bizarre.
taking me to Europe?
Yeah.
I like how she never asked his name, but asked what he does, if he has a dog.
You know, when you're just raw dogging dudes that you
Yeah.
just met a day prior, you don't care about names, Megan. Like, she just probably knows
Yeah,
him
that's
as...
right.
He's a step up. She went from unhuman scarecrow to the handsomest man who's ever, looked at a movie. So
And then a thought that I always have with these older movies is, are they bathing enough? Because, like, I just got to think of the smell of these
Yeah.
people. That projection
what was the
doesn't look like he
deodorant
showers.
situation in 1918? That's what I want.
Well, I'm
know.
sure
That's what I need to know
I'm sure
now.
they're both bushy as fuck.
Oh.
And like his,
I mean, you saw from the
I'm pretty sure his
silent film
pubes
porno.
also had pomade in them. Like they're combed over to one
The
side.
same hairstyle.
And then the bottom has a mustache. Like,
Wait, did he have a mustache?
Under the he did. Under the shaft is the mustache, but the top is like it's nice and combed and like looks neat. I just but he
Wait,
you know
so
that
he is actually going to be the new Superman?
yes he is.
I mean, he looks like Cavill's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
which-
It's
if,
Dave
while we're at
Cavill.
it, can you also be the Witcher, please? Because that would be great.
You know what I read is that Liam
Is that still going?
yeah
Or that's canceled?
Liam's the new
Who's Liam?
Liam Hemsworth.
The Chris Hemsworth.
That
Yeah.
loser?
The fucking poor man's
Not
piss.
Chris Hemsworth, Liam Hemsworth.
Yeah,
Not,
Chris would
not
work.
the oldest Hemsworth, who he thinks he's okay. He's in
He's not a
Westworld.
loser. He's fine. It's just he
Yeah.
doesn't. He's not.
He's just not
He's
like
supposed to be.
like Henry
There's
Cavill.
nothing about him.
Henry Cavill gave that.
Henry Cavill was a perfect fit. But what I read about it was Henry Cavill actually didn't read the books or comics. He played the game, but didn't know the lore behind it before they cast him in it. But neither did Liam. Liam was like, "Yeah, I played the game like 20 years ago, but I didn't read any of the books."
Well,
either.
I think wasn't Henry Cavill's gripe about it was that they were going against
They weren't
the
following the
material
books.
for both the books and the game.
correct. They're doing their own
So,
thing, and he was like, "Well," and you might
Sounds like real fucking nerd
Yeah,
shit.
so what you're saying when you're like that,
Like they're just actors. Like they
I
can
mean, he
learn
also
stuff.
does like D&D on the side. So
he does. Did you watch the video of him building a computer?
no.
My dick was
Oh wait,
so
you know,
hard.
sorry, I'm getting the two confused. I think he built the computers. Was it Joe Magliano?
He does
D&D.
D&D. I'm pretty sure that he Cavill does D&D too.
Man, if they run a campaign together, I would watch that.
Well, did you see their?
I'm sorry, they run a train together?
Wolverine?
What?
No campaign.
Oh,
I run
Oh,
a
yeah.
train.
She's saying spit roasted too. She did. So
I mean,
did
I'm
you-
not complaining.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. So did you see Deadpool and Wolverine?
No, I didn't.
It's pretty good. But like Cavill's in it for a second. If you didn't know all the spoilers, I'm sorry.
I know that Ryan Gosling.
Wait, is it?
no, it's
He's Wolverine for a second.
Ryan Gosling's cameos in it, or no, it's Chris Evans. Chris Evans cameos in it, and he's
Yeah.
like, everyone, Deadpool's like, oh my god, he's gonna say Captain America stuff, and he's like, Flame On. Everyone's like, oh my god, he said Flame On because
Yeah,
he
that's
is
pretty
also that character.
Oh yeah, I mean he probably got paid like 10 mil.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
For that, just for fucking
Well, I
4
mean, like,
minutes.
it was
I think we were
was
not talking about
Zendaya
the
like
movie. I'll shut
for
up.
Dune, the first Dune, she got paid like what, $4 million just for that small segment.
But I mean that
Wild.
fucking yeah, get it,
I
girl.
mean, get that bag, but
Yeah.
damn.
You're Megan talking young, and
yeah.
she is younger
She's
than us.
So fucking hip.
How old are you again?
Your
34.
pink socks.
Bet.
Ew,
I'm turning
yeet.
3. Yeah.
Yeet.
Yeet, my brothers. No, it's my birthday month, so I'm turning 33 this month.
33, Mike.
33.
6 years younger than
to
you.
be 33 again.
Yeah, and still have mobility in your hips.
No, I'm sure you're. I'm
That's
sure.
what my sciatic wasn't.
I'm sure your knees were still cracking then.
You know what
Mine are.
they've cracked like for fucking forever, even when I was young and
I wonder if
youthful and
my
happy.
ankles cracking. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
see?
No, you
Nah,
lost
you
it
see
already.
already wasted.
Let it build.
I could
let
do-
it build up again. Gotta let it build up.
Yeah, you
Oh,
gotta get
okay.
them gases.
The gases. Yeah, the gases.
Let me see if I can get on my nucks.
Everything's cracking.
What
What is
it's an
happening?
ASMR episode.
Hey Mike, let's hear you snap. Can you do it? Fuck
Left
it.
hand?
The struggle.
Did you flicker a light?
He's trying to like light.
You trying to light your cigarette?
Yeah, he's just trying to do something between there.
Fuck you guys.
Let's see here.
What else? Did
My
I
last
put?
note. Well, Megan, we'll get to more notes in a second. Actually, no. I'll have my last note will end that.
Oh no, that's all I put.
Mike, do you have anything else you want to say about this movie?
I believe that was it.
Okay, so my last note about this is, man, this movie sucked. So I'm glad that you get joy in movies that I don't like, because it's not often.
I'm kind of joking. Not
I understand,
kind of, but yeah.
there's not often there's movies that we watch that I'm like, this is not good, because we usually pick movies that we've seen already or have an idea of. So obviously knowing that this is a technically
Just so you guys know, Brandon will
You
not
guys-
let me choose a black and white movie. So
Nah.
there's that too.
there's that.
But all right.
I
That's
also
racist.
limit Mike on musicals, which I've
No, we've
Okay,
done a few.
fuck
so- We've done
to
a
the
few.
U, because Chicago, right there on the pedestal.
So hold on, you're saying Chicago being Catherine Zeta-Jones, No, I'm sorry. She's not in Chicago.
Yes.
Oh, is it Renee Zellweger in that one too?
And Renee Zellweger.
Okay, so I was almost mistaken. Who's in Moulin Rouge? Is that Nicole Kidman?
Nicole
Okay.
Kidman and Ewan
Obi-Wan?
McGregor.
Okay. Obi-Wan. So then, so Chicago's Catherine Zeta. Renee Zellweger is it?
And Richard Gere.
Okay, Richard Gere. That's the last one. Okay.
So good.
That gray-haired motherfucker. Again,
Better than the Broadway musical, in my opinion.
Okay.
honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I'm glad you guys have a good opinion on this movie, that you enjoyed it.
I mean, I didn't love it, but I
It's-
grew to appreciate it.
It's a.
What did
it's
you
a movie-
appreciate about it?
After hating the beginning. Okay. After thinking I was going to despise the movie. Like
We Are with Megan?
Like hip.
At first, I despised her, but then I still despise her.
Yeah.
So
She
Now
grew
I
on me.
tolerate almost.
yeah, but then her hair's
But,
there. I'm like,
yeah.
shave it off.
The
Shave it off.
the performances, the weirdness,
camp.
the music.
Camp, very camp
very,
music.
very interesting. Interesting enough that I do want to see the other two. I don't know if I'm going to watch them this second or
Yeah.
soon.
It's a movie where I've accepted from the jump that it was going to be camp and weird and all over the place, and I enjoyed it for what it was, what its intentions were. But it's not a movie I would rewatch again.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a movie where I'm like, that was a movie, but I enjoyed it.
Yep, that was the movie, all right.
But I enjoyed
wasted
it. But
two-
I
wasted an hour,
enjoyed
40
it.
minutes
I
of
wasn't
my
like
People were
checking-
filmed
I
with
was-
cameras.
I wasn't pausing the movie to see
and
where I was
lines were
at.
spoken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was lines read, and there was emotions.
Light was captured.
Okay. Also,
in
that
24 frames.
I know that was also like the camp part where she was praying at the bed. Please let me, get far away from this place. And clearly, the practical light did not match the set light at all.
It's
It's like one of those where it's like, okay, this is clear. Like I also felt like the dialogue
Super
was
deep
like
in the weeds that I did not
was
notice
very
that.
much set up like a musical. Like, did you hear that? I'm gonna go make a dream of myself and become a star to like. To
Well, it's
farm
supposed
animals.
to invoke. Like I said, it almost feels like this movie is set too early. Because you would think it's like her like seeing like movie stars, like the 30s movie stars. and stuff
Right,
like
where
that on
all
the-
those
on the
lines
big
would be
screen.
inspired by
Yeah,
that
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
dialogue, but she's only seen silent films. So imagine she's going
Yeah.
to the farm animals,
You just see some girls on a chorus line going, yeah, exactly.
and then title card.
what? I was playing with a cat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's better.
Again,
That's right.
I'm glad you guys. I would say, I guess, enjoyed the movie, right? Like you enjoyed it.
Yeah, interesting.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed
Like it's the thing. I think the main reason why I didn't like it is just the uncomfortableness it made me. And I know there's many movies out there that not necessarily
Did
that's
you
their
feel
purpose.
violated by her? Because that's how
No.
women feel every day.
And I get
Yeah.
it. No, I get it. And like
Patriarchy much, Brandon?
when I talked to my colleague
Pearl
about
stands
it,
for patriarchy.
when I talked to my colleague about it, I was like, "Hey, we're reviewing Pearl," and I fucking hated it. She's like, "Why?" And I was like, "Because it wasn't good." And she's like, "But don't you you don't feel for her?" I was like, "Why would I feel for a fucking murderer?"
That's interesting.
But she was my colleague was like, "But like what she's suffering through." I was like, "So let me think about what she's suffering through real quick." Her mom her mom's a little much. I'm not, she is, but like
People have demanding moms.
sure. But the bitch is an adult, assumably. I mean, she could also be 16 for all we know. Because remember in what is that? Walk Hard. He's like, "But Dad, I'm only 14 years old." That's really good. Anyway, she could have dipped whenever she wanted. She could have went into town and never the fuck came back, or
I
rode
mean,
her bike.
that's the thought process of a man right there, Brandon.
Well, that is a thought process of a very strong, opinionated, handsome, charming
Free man,
Very
as opposed
free.
to a
I can
woman who's treated as
I can go to
property.
any time period and I can be okay. 'cause I'm
You're
half
the
white.
one. Yeah, you're the one that will comfortably time travel because you can.
I can go to fucking Egypt and I'd be like, sweet. I can go to South
Place is
Africa.
lit. Hell yeah.
What's the sand? You
don't-
fucking nerds.
I hate that fucking Star Wars Anakin. Like,
Oh,
I hate
Anakin, yeah. That recently, fuck, how did that come about? Somebody had said that. Who the fuck said that? I hate sand, and I didn't get it at first. And I'm a Star Wars. I love Star Wars, but I didn't
I
catch
could
it.
not care less. For Star
Okay,
Wars.
thanks, Megan.
You're welcome.
Wait, why?
So Pearl is seen.
shut the fuck up. Why don't you like
My
Star
ex.
Wars? Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. All right, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Say less. Say less. Okay, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Nah, I forgot.
Okay, good.
No. So they see
Yes.
Pearl as a stand-in for just womanhood and
Like
just being
women who's
kept down and
struggling,
struggling. Okay.
but
But her mental health is
it's-
struggling.
But I think that's also narrative is that she in that time where you need to be careful. She's like, but I want to be a star. I'm so held back. It's like I don't want to hold you back, but we have to because we're in this pandemic and it's also World War I. And I'm
Where
trying
a paper cut can fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Like you'll get an infection and like, you know what I mean? You'll graze a nail.
And it's not like,
there's no
the
tetanus.
mom like put her up in an attic with like, a cot. She has a whole, I guess it's more like they're not living off of like very malnourished stew. It's like they're surviving.
They had bread.
She's-
She had soup.
Like that's the thing. At the end of the day, they're surviving.
And they didn't take the pig. That pig could have lasted them like, I mean,
I know
love me
that
some
part
pork.
where she was like, "We don't need charity." I'm like, "But come on."
Yeah, you kind of need the charity a
They
little bit.
DoorDash you that
proud
pig.
woman.
Very proud
Yeah.
German woman.
Yeah.
If I know anything about
And
the
then-
Germans, it's the fact that
The
they're
Germans.
proud of where they're from.
Yeah.
But also, like,
they like the
if
purity of
Mitzi
it all, right?
Saw that pig rotting, she should have not.
If
went
the projectionist saw it, he should be like, nope.
okay. Also, she's like, okay, you
Are
can
we
come
going to
in.
talk about this, or this
Yeah.
is,
Or you're just gonna go to a room and fuck. Oh, this is
Yeah.
my dad. Oh, you want to go fuck right here or like?
Like, that's my dad.
What?
Okay, that's my mute still dad.
Yeah.
Vegetable. Anyway, we're gonna.
Anyway, Megan. So thanks for your input on this episode.
Great note to end on,
Yeah.
guys.
And now for this commercial break.
I can cut that out. And
This is sponsored by-
goes to our sponsor. Need help.
Not better help.
BetterHelp.
Get help.
It's Get Help where you get it now.
Whether it's better or not.
So the next episode that we are going to watch, or next movie we're going to watch or review is
That's still the
Saw.
same episode.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, we're going to do a separate. It's going to be a separate thing. It's not all in one. We're going to do a separate
So do
thing.
we want to do like a beginning, like, hello, welcome to Spectacular.
Yes.
I'm your
Again.
host, Brandon. And
Megan, do you not
Megan,
understand how this
come on.
works?
You know episodes of things happen.
God. Yes, hide your face of shame. Is that a Samsung watch or Google? Oh, I guess it'd be Google. huh, 'cause you have
Garmin.
Oh, okay. Okay, I had Garmin. I took it back.
Garmin, Brandon, you want to understand.
Okay.
I do like, yeah,
The circle?
I like those. Yeah,
Yeah, see, I have the
Like a
circle
real
too.
watch.
But I
Yeah.
got a different watch band, so it looks a little more casual.
Fucking loser.
There is like a metal
Fucking
band that
nerd.
I kind of want to get on here.
So metal, bro. So metal.
Middle.
When you put it on, your hand suddenly does it all the time. Whoa, brother!
It pinches those nerves. We're like, what?
As you tighten it, whoa! And there's fire. Like, give me fuel, give me fire. You're fucking. The back has the Metallica. Yeah. But anyway, so Megan's leaving the frame.
Yeah.
And so
Hopefully
next episode,
for forever.
next episode we're watching, or next movie we're watching is Saw.
Yeah.
And so Mike, why don't you go ahead and take us away?
Only because we said it earlier and everyone's leaving me. Specrapular. Please don't make me watch Pearl again. That was for Brandon because he hated it so much. I do another song from Pearl. I don't know what it was before, but now I'm just gonna end this song right now. Megan, why do you keep talking?
Maxine.
Because you're always wrong. We can't stand you beating it. No.